Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our first look at Interstellar Rift on Steam. So, before we begin, I suggest you guys check out the tutorial. The tutorial is pretty useful, gets you on your feet, and then you can play. You can do a solo game, which kind of runs like I guess an instance of the server locally, and I had tested this out just a wee bit. And then of course you can do multiplayer. Now I would do multiplayer honestly, but they have some sort of thread hanging in this game. So basically if you're playing online and the server is lagging, saving, things like that, the actual client stalls as well, so it's kind of put me off on that sort of play. I'm sure it's between you and your friend, it wouldn't be so bad, but for me anyways, it wasn't quite enjoyable to play in that sense. But like I said, maybe it wouldn't be so bad for other people. Odd. Go away, go away. It doesn't want to get deleted. That's alright. So we're going to do a new solo gameplay to try out the game. LP Yo. And we'll call it that for fun. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so you got 4 factions that you can choose from now, and which is actually pretty awesome. They didn't have this before. I believe before everyone just started on a station. There was no faction system, so this is something new. From reading and learning, this one is these guys are called mining, but I don't even know if they start with mining. These are combat and salvaging, cargo and hauling, and mining and resource selling. From what I've learned, these guys are just period are the best ones to start with for new players. Probably even old players would enjoy it more unless they're looking for a challenge, but the other ones don't seem like they're as easy to start with. These ones have I think the first ship you buy can mine, but not only that, there's mining at the facility, so if you lose your ship, you basically get a good start on all that. So and if you guys are interested in me doing more of this Let's Play series, like this is just a first look, but if you want me to do an actual full-out Let's Play series over time, we can look into that if there's a popular demand. So when you start on this station, you can hit M, and it says M at the top left, and they got a very beautiful UI, so we can go ahead and click here, and you can double click it, I think, yeah, and it tells you the finest available vessels, tells you where to buy it, and yeah, and you'll need some fuel and oxygen, which is in your vault, so they start you off with that, which is pretty awesome. So here is the Storatron, and this is where I guess you could buy this vessel. So we could go store ship, repair ship, or purchase ship. So we'll go to purchase ship here, and it'll cost $699,999. That kind of kills my OCD, devs. Why couldn't you just put that $1 up? So we could purchase that, and we have 750k, it says at the bottom, and of course when we picked the faction, it told us we had a certain amount, so there you go. And now that we have this, I guess our ship is done, but it says we need to visit our vault, so there's a vault here. And you can pick up the resources here, so you can just click these all out. So you got hydrogen and oxygen, and yeah, so that's how you use those guys. And then over here, you can actually build a ship over here. So you can build, design, modify, and salvage. So if we were to build a ship, I don't know if this is the same ship, for example, as what we just got, but you can see a small ship here. This is the resources required for a small ship. And if we return, we can go to other menus here, like design a ship, and you can actually load up the blueprints, I believe, somewhere in here. Oh, here you go, menu. So we can load a blueprint here, so you can see all the different ones. So this is the GT hauler, and it might look kind of small at first. Oops, I'm not even using the right buttons. I probably just, oh man, I just probably demolished that ship badly. But you can see all the different areas, and then you can change the view of it too, so you can see what it looks like. It's actually really cool. A bit, I wouldn't say it's actually that complex, but it is a bit complex for me. I am new to it, but once you get the hang of it, I'm sure it's not so bad making a ship. I'm not much of a designer myself anyway, so I would probably get blueprints off of the workshop, which you can do, of course. And of course you can modify a ship, and that's what we have actually. We got the HSC why can't I say the word? I can't even say it. Excavator. It's not how it is. I can't say the word. That's me. Sometimes I derp up, and I've said the word many times, but I just can't say the word right now. It just doesn't pop in my mind. You guys ever have that? That's weird. But anyways, yeah, design. Yeah, we already went to the design. Out of there. Okay, so modify a ship. What do we can do on modify the ship here? Modify. So this is our ship that we're using right now. So it's got solar panels, which apparently each solar panel gives like a little bit of like 2 power, etc. And you can see all the costs here, and I guess this is the modified cost. So this is what our ship cost originally, I guess. So that's a lot. Almost 28,000 iron, 5.2k or 5.3k copper, 4.1k. I'm not quite sure what that resource is. Steel. Oh, okay. So that's even a more complex one. Tells you the hull, the rotation speed, top speed, ship mass. You can even look into things like your power. It's a very complex system either way. It's pretty awesome, to be honest. So here we go. And let's go ahead and continue on here. So let's see here. Let's go. Oh, no, we're going to go. This is to go into the bay, but I wanted to show you this. I wanted to show you some mining here. So there's mining available as well in this game. And you can look out here, and you can see that there's some turrets and things like that. You can actually physically see those turrets. Excavator. There's the name, excavator. How was excavator not in my head? I couldn't even say it. I couldn't pronounce it. I was looking at the words, and I just couldn't say it. And all of a sudden, it clicks into my head. Talk about something wrong with me. So you can zoom in here a bit. So you can see right here, these are the turrets outside, and they're it's an actual 3D kind of setup. So I don't know which way is which, but this is like a legitimate, you know, like where their location wise is, and you'll be able to see other ships and stuff like that as well if you're playing multiplayer. You can select what you see. You can see the asteroids, for example. So there's all the different asteroids around. Isn't that cool? All those blue. Okay, and then I think that's pretty much in here out for here. There's transporter. There's this market where you can buy the raw resources or sell them, as well as the metals and things like that. So if you need to do that. And then we can check out this facility here. So you can actually mine and harvest the resources. So you can pick up, you know, say iron or copper. So, oh, something blew up. I doubt we'll ever get to see what it was, though. It sounded like it was coming from over here. Oh, we got hit, I think. Oh. I think a meteor might have hit the shields or something. I don't know. The whole station kind of rotated a bit, didn't it? That's kind of cool, actually. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, so these are your different this is what you mine. So it transports and then basically removes the materials or whatever, breaks it down, extracts it. That's what it's called, an extractor. So we got iron, copper, and carbon. So just boom, it's there. I don't even know if there's a cool animation you can see when you do that. Let's see if we can try to see it come up. There you go. Now it just randomly magically appears there. They don't really, oddly enough, seem to have any animations for the transportation. They have really cool looking, like it might like close down or whatever, but it doesn't do anything really cool outside of that, unfortunately. So this is carbon. I don't care about the carbon. I'll show you with a basic metal here. Here you go. So here's iron ore. There's copper ore. We'll do more iron here. Here's more iron. We'll grab one of the irons over here. There you go. And then what we can do here is we take the raw iron here. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And then this is the processing. I don't know what it's called, but refinery. There you go. So you can see your materials. You can eject them, get them back in your hand like that, or you put them back, of course. And then from here, so this is the menu of what's in it. This is what you can select to refine. You can set a number here if you want. So you can say 240, or you can just go to max and process. And this is it processing it. So everything is very, really, really well detailed. I love the interface. The interface is probably one of the best interfaces I've seen. I've seen a lot of games with virtual interfaces, but they've never been like my cup of tea, right? They're always too messy or not quite what I'd like, but or too complex. But I found this one to be one of the best visual interfaces in a game. So you can pick up your iron bars here, and there's one more coming. And then what you can do is you can store them away and, of course, use them to build or upgrade your ship over time. Or you can even sell them. So if we go and check that out here, we just quickly... Here you go. Storatron. So, yeah, over here, the vault, you can just click here and hit E, store them, and, of course, they're in here. And you can also sell them. So we had, what, 50K left on us or so? It says there 50K. So what we can do is we can go over here to these guys and sell these resources off. So you have to find, I don't know what the symbol looks like, so they look like bars. Okay. So we need to go, no, this looks like it right here. So iron. There you go. So we'll make 33,000. So it's not a lot, but it works. I mean, for the little bit of work we did, I guess it's not too bad. 33.6K. Our ship cost us, what, 700K? So, I mean, still, for the quick, work we did, that wasn't too bad. Copper actually goes for more, so we got copper there. It's a bit more rare, but if you're a mass doing this, running back and forth, whatnot, you'd make it decent over time. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna visit our ship, but before we visit there, we're gonna actually use their transport system for fun to transport over some of our cargo for, I think, for just fun's sake, to show you that, so you can actually send out cargo back and forth without actually having to have it on you or whatever. I don't know if there is one on here actually, so we might not be able to do this. Oh, here it is, cargo transport. So we can beam this legitimately right to our fuel. So we can go, here's our ship here. Our ship always shows up as like the yellowy orange kind of mixture color. So you select fuel storage and life support, and then you teleport. So isn't that cool? Okay, that one had a bit of an animation to it, so I don't even mind that. Those didn't though, so it'd be cool if those little spark of energy kind of look existed over there as well. And then we can put the last one in here. Now I've heard the oxygen itself can't be transported into the thing, so we can, you don't have to go through all the menus again. You can just directly transport it there. And then I don't think it says life support, but it goes to hydrogen. So you can go into your mining bay and put it in the cargo hold. Look at the cargo hold we have. So we got, what is this, 8, 16, 32. Oh, man, that's ridiculous. So what is that, 50 slots there? Either way, that is awesome. So we're going to go to our own ship now ourselves. Before we do that, we'll check one last thing here, which is missions. You can grab missions over time. If you fail them, there's a huge punishment to them. So be careful with that. Maybe try to get missions that you're pretty sure you can do. Oh, it's way over here. There you go. So assembly plant worker needed, scout system, cross system, discrete long distance hauling, etc. So you can go in here and see what they are. You can use your mouse wheel to scroll. Kind of looks weird because it also scrolls the bar up top, unfortunately. Scout system, cross the system, hauler needed. So what's the hauler needed? You can go to mission details. We have a shipment of graviton cores that urgently needs transportation in this system. So the reward is 60,000, and we can accept that. We have a shipment of blah blah blah. Okay, so it's on me. Urgently needs in this system. So we'll see how it goes. If I fail, I fail. It's not the end of the world. You can start over. If you're playing multiplayer, maybe you can't quite start over, but it's still not the end of the world, right? So we're going to teleport. Now it's going to confirm that my ship right now is over 500 meters away from the station. So I have probably a weak transportation or a teleporter system on my actual current ship. So it means that I couldn't get back to there probably. Actually, it looks like I can. Okay, so it's not so bad. Maybe the warning's always. I don't know. Maybe this one's decent. So oddly enough, this is one of the best ships I think you can get when you start out. So there's a mining bay here. So this is our own. We only have one, but it's. I mean, that's badass. It's one. You got all this cargo, which I think goes to the roof. So it's not just one level. It's multiple levels. So 2 levels. So it's 8 each. This is to, there was one of those in the other refinery. This is to basically incinerate. I don't know if it gets jettisoned or if it gets incinerated, but it says disposals, as you can see there. So you put your stuff in there, goodbye. And of course, this is to grab your asteroids and you can refine them. Actually, how do you refine them? Can you refine them here? I don't know if I've seen a refinery around here. Actually, there might be no refinery on here. Ship stats, advanced stats, life support devices, maybe? Oh, this is just power group, I think. Yeah, there's the fuel. It's running out. I wonder why it's eating the fuel that fast, though. Is it actually charging something up? I don't think so. I think it just eats fuel that fast, maybe. There might be batteries, though. Ship stats. Advanced stats, maybe. There's a power here. Oh, there's a power graph. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how all that works yet. I'm still new, there's the ship map. You can see, the different things on it. Turn to the game. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that all works, but that's pretty cool. There's firewalls. Pretty sweet. And then here's your power. So this is your power room. This is for where all the engines are. As far as I know, these you don't really do anything in here. I guess if you need to fix them or whatever, you need access to them. But as far as I know, oh, that's really cool. I'm not sure if there's anything useful for that. As far as I know, fuel storage. Your fuel storage and oxygen is in a different level. Oh, this looks cool. This is just a little tiny room, I guess. Wonder what that machine is. So you go in here, and you have to fill up your oxygen. So our oxygen will run out over time. I don't know why it hasn't already, but oops. And then click. There you go. And over time, I think it produces a byproduct of carbon, so you'll have to take that out. But oxygen can't be topped up like crazy, like the fuel can. You're gonna have to do a little more maintenance on it, I guess, over time. And of course, that was the transporter room. And then if we keep going up here, I guess we'll find our actual bridge. Yeah, here it is. Wow, look at the concept of this bridge. It's huge. Wow. Can I use this to fly, or is this just visual? Is this not actually something I could sit in? Oh, that's not fun. Can you really truly not sit in that one, oddly enough? That's weird. Kind of odd, because this game's about multiplayer and having multiple people on it, so I could see there being a bridge captain, right? Okay, so you can hold down the middle mouse button? No, the left mouse button, yeah, to move around. Or you can hit tab to move around. So we need to find this mission. I really don't know where this mission is. We can hit M because there's more details there. Oh, maybe we have to escape first. Don't crash into something. It probably wouldn't be good for us. Haulers needed. We urgent transport. Deliver the resources to the station. Go to the station. And it shows this. I don't know. Go to the station. Okay. So it looks like that, I guess. Go to the station. Oh, here it is. I think this might be it. There you go. And as far as I know, there's PvP. There might be PvE as well in space. I don't know any of that. I'm like new to this, but you can hit J to jump. Oh, I saw something hostile over there, so maybe that was bad. So basically, you have to increase your speed by hitting W. And you increase your warp speed, so you can see it's 35 mm. Now it's 1.06 CS. 9.5. we're at the point where we probably shouldn't go one higher, but we're gonna anyways. Because we're a bit psycho. Once it gets to about... Oh! Let's say once it gets to a certain point, we'll take it out, but it looks like it did it on its own. You can hit T, by the way, there you go, to target it. How come this... I guess that is it. We're gonna bring it down one. Now, I've never done any of this. I've done the whatever this thing is once in the tutorial, but that's it. And I've never actually flown, or this is something new to me, so this is kind of cool. I did pay attention to the tutorial though, so I think that kind of helps. It's nice when a game has a decent tutorial. You don't see those often, so. But from what I understand, it's definitely a game that you'd like to play with friends, because I think it's a very cooperative base. Like, it's one game that you can fly around or walk around your ship when it's flying, things like that. It's quite of an interesting concept how they have it. Here we go. So we're 3, 2. I think once it hits 1, we'll slow down. And you can hit, I think, X for full stop, so if you have to really stop fast. I hope it's on this side of the planet. We'll find out, I guess. Oh yeah, here it is. Not good with this precise aiming. There you go. As far as I know, if you run into that planet, you're doomed, so don't run into planets for fun. Unless if it's that much of a fun for you. Okay. We're getting there. Maybe we'll let it get a little closer before we slow down. That way we get to do this a little faster. There you go. And then again. Oh crap. There we go. So we made it at 3 kilometers. So we're at full speed here, I guess is 126 meters a second is our top speed. This will be cool. I'm excited. I've never done a mission, so hopefully the fuel didn't cost that much. Oh. So what did I say? X? Yeah, X is full stop. And you only need to be within 500 meters of the station. Now, if they have a force field, as far as I know, you can't go through the force field, so don't smack into it, or that could hurt. But yeah, we're done. So we could hit, I think, escape. There we go. And we can go to the staircase here. And then, oh yeah, it's showing us to go to our transport. I really love this. I'm glad they have a really good system here. Now, I wish the quest itself showed up a bit better. If a developer ever watches this video, I couldn't really figure out where I was supposed to go, when looking for the actual station. It wasn't as noticeable. I matched the icons. I figured it out from there. But if it's possible to make it a little more standing out, that would be awesome. Because as a new player, at first I didn't know what I was looking for. And I can still see over time I'm going to still have problems figuring it out. Is it going? Oh, yeah. I hope I went to the right place, by the way. It's at Arrival Bay, I think, so. Oh, you know what? I think did I teleport back to my own ship? There you go. Message received, so you got 2 hours, whatever time left. But I assume we're good. I think we did it. So I think you have to... I saw something at the other place. I don't know if they have one here. I assume they do, but I think there's a special pad that you put your mission items on. Oh yeah, here it is. Mission items, maybe. Okay. So here they are. That's it, I guess. There you go. Reward transmitted to my account, so 60,000. No time bonuses or anything like that, I guess. I mean, those probably be too easily exploited. Eventually, maybe they can add something like that, but you know, sometimes those can hurt. So this is the Black Pit, so you can do missions for these guys as well. And I assume when you do these missions, you would get faction for this one. Yeah. So it shows you get, you know, points for this and points for that, actually. Quite a few ones. Now, you can't figure out who or what they are. Like, I can't figure out what this is. What is this, 50 for something? Unfortunately, they don't seem to have more info. Oh, well. But, yeah, I think that is a good start to a first look at Interstellar Rift. It's a pretty sweet game. It's on Steam. I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. But remember, from what I understand, a lot of it is about cooperative play. I think the game is still quite heavily in development. I think they have an update every 3 to 4 weeks. From what I've heard, a lot of people say the game doesn't have insane amount of content right now, but most of the content that they have is like sort of the sandbox-ish. You play with friends, you design ships, you make big ships, and you do multiple crews to control the ships, things like that. So I think that's a big part of the game right now. So if you do play solo, you won't get the most experience out of the game. You're definitely one of those games that you want to bring your friends along. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see wonderful people next time.